Cam, you're going to get a lot of attention coming into the national spotlight. The improvement you made, maybe an All-American type deal. What's kind of your mindset going into this tournament, and are you kind of ready and focused for that kind of thing, or are you still kind of soaking it all in?
Yeah, I think I've been receiving more and more attention as the year's gone on, and it hasn't really affected me, and I still don't feel any different about it all, so I don't even consider it to be a factor type of thing.
Your thoughts on the 7th seed?
It is what it is. I mean, the bottom line is NCAA Tournament, you're going to be playing against a good team no matter what, and as we proved last year, seeding doesn't mean anything and can sometimes be a disadvantage in some ways last year. And so you just got to take what you get. The NCAA Tournament, although seeding is based on a specific format and formula that they come up with, so there's no way you can complain about it. And the bottom line is we've been matched with a great team, and you got to go out there and play no matter what.
Stanford doesn't shoot a whole lot of threes as part of their offense, but they do have some skilled bigs that can stretch it a little bit. Any concerns going up against some bigs that are at the 4 specifically that can stretch you out a bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a factor a lot of the year. Stretch fours, trying to make people play outside and guard them, and in the tournament it happened, the first 2 games a lot. So we've had to deal with it all year, and it is something that a lot of teams have tried to exploit and have exploited to some extent. So kind of getting used to it all a little bit, but at the same time, it's always a concern.
It is a concern. Do you feel you've gotten better at it as this year's gone on?
Yeah, I think as the year's gone on, I've gotten better at it. I've still got a long ways to go with it, but it's something that a lot of teams in the Mountain West Conference play 4 guards, and so it has been a consistent theme playing against that on defense. So I think that will help me in this type of game, in this type of scenario, having played in that conference, and Boise, Fresno did the same thing. So.
Cam, your defense this year has been somewhat underrated, I think, but you've had pretty good success. What accounts for your team's success on defense?
I think we all understand defensive principles, and I think it took some time to get in a flow defensively this year. But I think as the season went on, we understood the importance of it, and I think I've brought that defensive mindset since that stage. I think the last the first UNLV game was the game in which we lost, and I think our defense was pretty poor, and I think since then we've really picked it up, and it's been a focus. We understand we can't just outscore everyone, and that you're going to have bad offensive nights, and that's when your defense needs to pick up the slack.
Kendall kind of mentioned preparations being a big key. What do you guys do with that answer?
The same thing we do for every game. You just got to approach it just like another game, and you're going to do scouting and go through their offense, their defense, and understand what they're trying to accomplish, and try to take away those things and try to exploit what they're not so great at. So we'll go over that the next couple of days and get, a lot of rest as usual, but besides that, just approach it as another game.
Yeah, your experience during the World University game, we saw how much you came back and you're so much improved now. That's kind of like the tournament there. Do you draw on some of that for this, like the NCAA tournament, because the stakes are high?
Yeah, and it's a similar format also in terms of playing fairly shortly. And I think that helped somewhat in the Mountain West Conference tournament, playing 3 games in a row is what you did basically the whole summer. So I think obviously you have a day off rest, but being able to approach it with a quick mindset, if you do advance, is to get ready for the next team and get the new scouting report and move on. And I think a lot of those experiences did help, but at the same time, as you said, playing in those situations, and a lot of them pretty important, I think are always going to help you moving forward in a basketball career.
On social media, there was a lot of talk about you guys being a dark horse, people picking you guys, they're going to switch, they're going to do this or that. You guys paid any attention to that, and what's your opinion on it?
Well, I haven't. That's the first I've heard of it, but I think we had some of it last year when we did get that recognition, and I think in some aspects we did let it get to our heads a bit. So I think it's something that you've just got to take it as it is. I mean, we haven't been getting a lot of recognition for most of my time here, and so when you do get it, you can't really adjust. You just gotta listen to the people inside your inner circle and just play your game.
And I know you guys are focused on Stanford, but kind of stepping back, big picture-wise, what's next for you? I mean, do you want to play in the NBA? Do you want to play pro ball in Australia? What's your goal?
I haven't thought anything about after the season. My whole focus has been just this year and enjoying the time I do have here and the basketball I do have. And all I know is that I have this season, and I'm not sure where I'll be in the future. So all I can do is focus on this season.
Cam, Stanford's got two big posts, 6'10", 6'11". There are not a lot of teams that you play over the course of a year with two big guys like Nastic and Powell. Just talk about the playing two. You guys have the two posts, and they've got two. Pretty much like you in terms of size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be exciting anytime you get to go up against good opposition, and it's going to be a challenge. So it's always something you look forward to, is going against a team like that, which do have good bigs inside. So I'm definitely looking forward to the challenge, and it'll be good to see where we're at.
All right, coach is calling for Cam.